Hello everyone, welcome back to Super Smash Bros. Demo Local Multiplayer, Co-op, not Co-op, Un-Co-op, Wi-Fi, not Wi-Fi, Battle.
Local wireless.
Thank you, Bally, for keeping me on track. Bally's here, we're doing some more of this. I'm playing as Pikachu this time because we haven't used him yet. So let's take him for a spin.
I'm playing as the hero of time.
Indeed, or the hero of the... Actually, not the hero of the wins because he is also featured in the game. But not in the demo, unfortunately.
Indeed.
One of your favourites, Toon Link.
Yeah.
You think you'll be using him a lot in the new game?
Yeah, but I feel like the Twilight Princess Link is pretty buff to the point where I'd quite like to get a bit better with him, but...
Oh, man. Ugh. Now, Pikachu is one of those characters I never really play that much, but he is so annoying. He's literally one of the most annoying characters to play against, especially when Bally's playing as him. Bally just fucking... Bally spams that, and then draws you in, and then uses Thunder. Like, fucking, like, that.
It's a good move!
It's annoying, is what it is. It's spammy as shit. And, of course, because we're not very good at Smash Brothers in the kind of competitive form, you know, we don't really have ways to counteract that stuff, so... Well, I don't, at least. I'm not very good at finding ways around it, so... Oh, man. So, you know, not being super familiar with Pikachu, I don't feel like he's changed a huge amount. Do you notice anything distinctly different about him?
I think he feels a bit sleeker, like his A moves in the air.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could say that for just about every character
perhaps
in this demo. And I think probably every character in the game. Just seems how it's working out.
Do you think the recovery time, like when you get KO'd, to come back on the stage is so much quicker?
It does seem a little bit like that, and I think Sakurai made a point about that in one of the Daily Miiverse posts when he said, like, when it was getting to the end of the match, if you were flown off the top of the stage, you would be smashed off of it instead of having that nice animation. You know, when someone would fly into the front of the screen. To save time, yeah, so that people wouldn't have to be too worried about that stuff, so...
Like,
cool.
I do think Link's sword moves feel much sleeker and quicker, like his A neutral combo.
Oh, shit! Has Pikachu's up B been changed somewhat? Because I feel like it used
you
to do that.
You gotta do two directions.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
okay.
otherwise you don't get the full benefit of it.
I see.
No, that's not changed, I don't think, but yeah, it's just one of those things.
Well, okay then.
Yeah, Link feels nice. I could probably get better with him than Mario, although I'm probably better with Mario at the moment, although...
I mean, you have been playing as Mario for quite a long time.
Yeah,
so.
He's staying as Pikachu.
Yeah, I'm going to say as Pikachu.
Right. I gotta try and get a win with Mario, though. It's just not happening for me. Right, here we go.
Now, an interesting part of this game is, of course, going to be custom moves, Bally, because you can change out moves for specific characters. I know you're not a big fan of this feature, but I do think it lends quite a lot to the fan service end of the game, because, you know, what it allows is for Sakurai to give these characters alternatives that could reference different games in the series and do different things. So, I'm kind of interested to see how that works out.
I'm curious as to what game Mario's big fireballs are from.
I don't know, you know, maybe the Super Mario Brothers?
Or what about the small, quick ones?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm just trolling.
But I do think that's going to be a kind of an interesting thing.
It'll be... I don't know. I am interested in the customization with perhaps the Mii fighters more so than the actual characters. But, getting serious. The silence.
Ugh, it's a concentration. What I will say about the 3DS version that's kind of surprised me is the fidelity of the backgrounds and everything. You can really tell this is pushing this system to its limit. Because the backgrounds in this look almost as good as what they do in the Wii U version.
It looks really good.
They look freaking stunning. So I'm pretty pleased about that, and you know, I'm playing with 3D maxed out, and it is running as smooth as butter. So you can really tell that they.
I have a feeling my battery life is going to die quickly.
I don't know. It might do. I think that is somewhat of a thing you need to be watching out for. But you know, there are games like Pokemon X and Y which can't even fucking run that well in 3D. And like this game looks miles better than X and Y, and yet it is flawless. So I'm
Oh.
Just mistimed that. I'm a big fan of how that works. Honestly. And it just gets me excited. Shit! Well done. Nicely played.
No, the arrogance! The arrogance!
Oh, it wasn't powerful enough. I should have smashed you instead. Oh, no. Managed to pull it out there. See, when Bally and I had our first match in this locally, he taunted as Mario after he KO'd me. I came back on the stage and smashed the ever-loving shit out of him off the stage.
Come on, go to Mega Man. I gotta beat you as your main.
I'm gonna close out this video as Pikachu. I'm gonna keep Pikachu.
Fair enough.
I want to do a bit more with
I'll
him.
close it out as Mega Man then.
All right, we'll do Mega Man Pikachu, an interesting fight, and hopefully some cool stuff comes out of this.
Enemies Reaper.
Now we already talked a little bit about Mega Man's moves, but a lot of them are really recognizable to me because I've recently played Mega Man 2, and that game is freaking fantastic. And a lot of Mega Man's moveset kind of draws from that. So this one, for example, you're using right now, that's Woodman's ability, which is kind of defensive, and then you can make it offensive by throwing it away.
Do a massive 3 damage.
Yeah. I think that's a charge. I think that's from Mega Man X, that charging up Buster, or it might be from Mega Man 3, which I haven't quite played yet, but I still have. There's the Metal Gears, the Metal Gears, whatever you call it. I keep forgetting what they're called. Those Metal Man stuff. I honestly can't remember. They're from Mega Man 2. And the interesting thing about those, I've seen people throw them at different angles, but I'm not quite sure how you do that.
It's easy, right? Let me show you. Stand back.
Alright.
Stand back. Watch this. Watch this. Oops.
Okay, there's one. Great.
Wait.
Okay, throw it at a different angle. That would be nice.
Wait.
There you go.
Look, I threw it into the ground.
Yeah, and you can pick it up now once
Wait.
you throw it into the ground.
There we go.
Wait, how did you do that though?
So just after you press. Oh. Oh no, sorry. Oh no, I can't do it. Right. Oh, never mind. Right, that's fine.
Failing somewhat here, Bally.
Let's go.
All right. But yeah, I have seen. I guess you did show it off. That it is possible, but I think it's quite hard to pull off.
It's
So.
not as easy as it should be, perhaps.
Definitely not.
Oh god.
Oh. Mid-flight.
Like, he doesn't.
Boom.
Just doesn't feel nice.
You're not a big fan of how Mega Man plays?
Not yet.
I think you do need to be using a lot more of his up smashes and like that. Basically,
Yeah.
you need to be basically keeping aware of people in the air and coming down, and also his aerials, his forward aerials and his back aerial. Those are really good. So those are the ones you want to be keeping an eye out for.
It just feels slow. Like,
He is. I mean,
really,
he is. He's not a fast character.
No.
But you know, hey, I got a win. Nice one, Pikachu. Good stuff. Alright, well, that's going to end us for this video. Next time, we are probably going to do some dicking around with items and looking at a bit more of that stuff. So, join us again for some more Smash Brothers. Until then, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Until next time, goodbye.